Welcome back, everybody, to the Colorado Rockies franchise. As season number 4 comes to an end, and it was disappointing. We miss out on the playoffs after winning the World Series. So we are all in here for season number 5. As you can see, we finished 82-80, just 2 games over 500. Just kind of fell apart in the second half. Not good at all. Kind of with the same roster where we won the World Series. You can see team rankings up top. We're number 3. And we just fell apart. Pitching wasn't very good. So we have to improve pitching for sure. We got to get some bullpen arms. Probably another starter because I don't know where I want to go with. But we're going to be all in for this season. So, usually you have guys in the minors. You're thinking about being that number 4 or 5 guy. I'm telling you what, we're going all in this year. See where we got free agency. See if it's a big free agency. What's a possibility when you get later into these seasons. Guys want crazy amounts of money. So we have the exclusive free agency. Rasmussen, I don't think we're going to bring, I don't know. We'll make an offer to him. If he doesn't come back, that's fine. So we'll offer him a 1-year, $7.7 million deal. Joe Ross, solid season. 88 and 2/3 innings pitched a lot. But I think we're just going to let that go. 40-man roster, we got Colt Emerson, which is a big one. He would probably be taken, I would think. So let's remove some guys here from the 40-man that I don't think are going to be part of any roster or even be brought up or anything, or even be claimed. Anybody else? We have 34. We still have 6 spots here in the 40-man. So I think we're solid there. Yeah, so the more the list we go up, I think we're going to keep that as is. And some like Nunez could not be part of this roster. I'm looking to trade Dollander here in this offseason as well, so that frees up some spots. We're going to put Emerson on there just so he's not taken in the Rule 5 draft. And as for arbitration and contract negotiations here, we're going to offer arbitration to Caminero. We'll offer it to Brenton Doyle as well. He wants a big contract there, obviously. I'm fine taking another year of arbitration. Yeah, Dollander will do arbitration, but might offer him like a 1-year deal just to get a deal done. Or even after he accepts arbitration, and then possibly he is going to be on the trade block. We're going to try to use him in for a piece in a big trade. Depending what happens in free agency, we'll wait after that, see what's around there, and he will definitely be used. I'm willing to trade prospects. There is no doubt about it. So I'm ready to make a move. I want to get back to the postseason. I want to win a division. We won the World Series in year number 3, but we were a wild card team. We didn't even win the division. And to pick up with the Braves and the way the Diamondbacks have been playing, it's going to be, you're going to have to go out and get some big names for sure to really compete with those teams. So, this division could be absolutely brutal this year. It already was brutal this past season. 82-80 and you finish in 4th place. That is kind of nuts, actually, if you think about it. That's how good this division is. It's all for Shunk, a 1-year deal. Get it down to like $3.9 million. Same thing with Amador. Let's just do a 1-year deal. How low can we go? $3 million? That's fine. That's absolutely nothing. We'll offer him arbitration as well, just in case he doesn't accept that deal. Now, as for free agency, here we are. So it's going to be starting pitching. No doubt about that. Starters, I would say, I know it says relievers were number 1, but still. But look at this free agency. Gunnar Henderson, top of the board. Riley Green, Jose Ramirez, Durant. This is a crazy free agency. Wow. Glasnow, Brash, Cassis, but Gunnar Henderson. I'm not going to try to bring in Gunnar. I think we're fine through the infield. And really position-wise, I think we're good. It's just starters. You got Walker Buehler and you got Cole Reagans. Gives us a lefty. 14-4 last year. 3.15 ERA, 1.32 whip. I'm going to put Cole Reagans on our board. He's going to be one of our top guys. And looks like we're good to go there. Yeah. That would be ace of the staff. Anybody else we want to add here? Maybe, there's plenty of options. There's no doubt about that. It's just how interested are they going to be. So Jose Siriano and a 3.74 ERA last year, 1.37 whip, big strikeout guy. All right, Soriano, I think let's put him on the board as well just to see where he's going to be at. So that's 2 top-of-the-line starters. If we get both, fantastic. If we get one, that's what you want. Anybody else maybe out of the pen? Duvall, let's see what he did last year in Pittsburgh. Just a 1-year deal with a 2.81 ERA, whip lowered after the, not too much of a success in San Francisco. So that could be something. There's Rasmussen there who obviously did not accept our deal. So he's right now in free agency. So we could just go back to that. You got Emmanuel Clase, Josh Hader. I mean, obviously the season that Felix Bautista had, you could go somewhere else for closer and just have Bautista in the bullpen. But I think we're going to stick with Bautista as our closer and then just build up the bullpen from there. So we're going to add Tanner Scott, and he would just be more of maybe a setup guy in the bullpen. So there's going to be our 3 opportunities. And San Diego is interested in Gunnar Henderson. We're not going to add him to the big board. We don't need Gunnar Henderson. We need starters. We're going to say not interested, but man, I hope he goes somewhere else and just stays with Baltimore because I don't want him in this division. But as you can see, 37% for Reagans, 27% for Soriano, and yeah, he was not interested at all. So we got to take him off the board. Maybe Gregory Santos, 0.97 whip with Chicago, good ERA, 29 holds. Maybe add him to the board. Let's add him instead. All right, let's continue to sim through here. And Gunnar Henderson has signed a 10-year, $420 million deal with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Oh, man, that is a massive signing. Emmanuel Clase to the Yankees. Glasnow to the Giants. Ketel Marte just goes back to Arizona. The Cardinals. And they get Gabriel Moreno. I mean, this team, this Diamondbacks team with the Gunnar Henderson ad, and they bring back Marte. Wow. Riley Green to the Boston Red Sox, $370 million deal. So Reagans, we can offer a contract. I'm just going to max it out. Like I said, I'm all in. Just max it out. 8 years, about $34 million, a little over per year. I know you're definitely probably overpaying, but we need starting pitching. We need those guys. We need that bullpen to fill out to compete. Now, you got Gunnar Henderson in the division. So Jose Soriano, honestly, I'm fine taking him off the board. And I think we're going to add Duvall. I think that's going to be more what we need. We're going all in on Cole Reagans. Hopefully he signs. Here is the decision, and he's not yet signing. Okay. He doesn't sign with anybody else. Spencer Torkelson goes back to Detroit. All right, let's do this again. Percentage is going. The motivation to sign is going up, and it's like it's pretty much the same. It's the same contract. Technically, we can lower it down. That's interesting how that works out. So motivation is up, but it's pretty much the same contract that we just offered him. All right, let's offer a 2-year deal. About 9 per. Puts our budget pretty low, so we might have to take Santos off the board. So we continue to sim through. Let's go to the draft lottery. We're 16th down the list. And we move up to number 5. We will have the 5th pick in the draft. That is wild. That is wild how we moved up 11 spots. That is crazy. We'll have the 5th pick in the draft. I don't think we'll ever see the draft pick, but, there you go. C.J. Abrams, I saw, just signed with the Braves. And the contract is going to be signed by Cole Reagans. There you go. He is now the ace of this team. And now with May, Bieber, we're looking solid. Duvall signs as well. So the bullpen gets even better. We have just done what we needed to do. Upgrade pitching. That's what I want to see. Bradish to the Mets on a 1-year deal, about $35 million. Walker Buehler goes to the A's. Jose Ramirez stays in the division and goes to the Twins. Wow. Okay. Now, this is where we're getting crazy. We are trying to make a trade for Elly De La Cruz. Stephen Tate, who has been fantastic, a second-round pick. He dominated the minors. We got Chase Dollander and Jordan Beck, who had a fantastic season, best season pretty much of his career. Average-wise, homers up there. He has a year left of arbitration, where Elly De La Cruz, who has really not been that, I mean, he's been still very productive. Don't get me wrong. OPS still very high, still performing very well. Fielding is hit or miss pretty much, as you can see, but the WARs are still there at a 5.2. But this is his last year. He hits free agency next year. The Reds really haven't done much. I think this makes a whole lot of sense. You're getting a ton of talent back. We're going all in. Looks like they're interested in it. We're going to offer for Elly De La Cruz, and they have accepted. We just made an absolutely massive deal for a big-time all-star. And opening day, wouldn't you know, we take on the Cincinnati Reds. Man, I wish Chase Dollander was their opening day starter. That would have been even better. But Cole Reagan's on the mound. We're not messing around. We're going to get right into opening day baseball to start out season number 5. And here we go. I think that's all we did. Those 2 signings and that trade has made us even better of a team. Even better. The expectations coming in have got to be high. They're projecting us to be the number 1 team in the NL West. Carter Field, obviously. They had, big-time numbers, and Elly's right there with stolen bases and WAR. But what an addition. Bring in Cole Reagans. Here we go. Opening day. And hopefully we can show out here for game number 1. Let's get it going. Here we go. I know it was quick through the offseason, but when you get the 2 signings you want, you get that trade, that's all you really need. All right. And this is going to be the pace, I would say, through season number 5. Swing and a miss for strike 3. First strikeout as a Rocky. But this is going to be a pace. We're going to be simming a lot more. And here is Jordan Beck. Wow, gets traded in the offseason, your first game back here in Colorado. He rips this one right to the guy he was traded for out number 2. Wouldn't you? That is kind of, that's interesting for sure. Like I said, I wish Dollander was starting in this game. This is a solid Reds team. They just really haven't done anything. We'll see how it changes, and maybe, with the move of Elly now gone, as Reagans is going to strike out McLean. 1, 2, 3 first. But yeah, we're going to go a little quick through this season 5. Obviously, you got college football 26 coming out. I actually have a video out. Hopefully today. It's the release day. Hopefully today we'll have another video out, so look for that as well. We'll have a double upload here today, if not tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be traveling, so I'll do my best to get as much as I possibly can out with college football. I won't be able to play a lot of it, probably just maybe 1 or 2, and that's it. I have a lot more show to come as Elly rips this one first at bat. Can it have enough to get into the gap? And it won't. It's going to be a fly out there to center field. But like I said, we're going to move quickly through season 5, and hopefully with this team that we have on the field. This lineup's ridiculous. If we could stay healthy, we should be up there near the division lead. As that's going to get through for a base hit. Oh, that gets misplayed there and right from Jordan Beck, allowing Doyle to get to third base. So now we have first and third, 2 away here, and Adley Rutschman will come to the plate. We almost have like an all-star lineup. It's kind of crazy how we've key free agent signing, Carter Field just being an absolute monster of a draft pick, and obviously a massive trade for Elly De La Cruz as crushes this one, but they'll get the force there at second base. And we won't get anything there in the first inning as Byron Buxton, who comes over from the Twins, now with this Reds team, and stays in the same area. Getting his first at bat as a Red, but he knows all about Cole Reagans, Kansas City, Minnesota. And Byron Buxton in his first at bat as a Red. Does it stay fair? And it does. Solo shot for Buxton. Getting near maybe the end of his tenure. He's getting up there a little bit in age, obviously now in season number 5 here. So they're still hoping. A lot left in Buxton. There you go, solo shot to start off his Reds career as Marte's going to rip this up the middle for a base hit. So the Reds getting going here in this second inning. It's Cam Collier now to the plate. And he'll take that inside for a ball. Loved adding, Cole Reagan just works too because he's got, strikeout stuff. He's trying to steal second base, through from Adley, not in time. But obviously a lefty starter, don't really have too much of that in our rotation. So that, obviously helps out a lot. 2-2, what a pitch. The cutter gets right in there for strike 3. Fantastic pitch. So now 2 away. And Arroyo is going to fly this deep to center field. Doyle over, got it, out number 3. So Buxton with the solo shot gives the Reds a 1-0 lead. As Michael Toglia with 1 away here in this second inning. He's going to foul that one away. Toglia now down in the 7th hole. He could put up some monster numbers as he's going to get us on the board to start off this season. Crushes this one, and it is gone. Solo shot, first of the season for Toglia. He could be up in the number 5 or 4 spot hitting. There is no doubt about that. But putting him down here this low with Heston Kjerstad, it's really, the bottom half of the order is very good. It is a very good all-around lineup. Top half, we're probably the best in baseball. There's no doubt about it. So if we have any sort of pitching, even last year, if we had any sort of pitching, we're in the playoffs. 0-2 to Jordan Beck. Got him! Strike 3, see you later. Beck goes down. Maybe not the revenge he wants so far in the first couple of bats. So we go to the bottom half of the third as Ellie's going to lead us off. And this one might get down, and it will. That's going to get to the gap. The speed he has could be on his way to third base, but just holds up there at second. So a leadoff double here in the third. First hit as a Rocky. Hopefully see more of that. Could probably steal third here if we wanted to really try it. But don't have to worry about that. Brenton Doyle will knock him in. We'll take the lead here 2-1 in the third. Now that might be our only adjustment now thinking of it is how do we stack this lineup? You got Doyle second. Where do we put Carter Field? Where do we put Ellie Deli Cruz? And you have the 2 stolen base threats. Obviously, Ellie can steal anything. Doyle's been leading us the last few years in stolen bases. Do you put Carter Field 3 as more your RBI guy? Do you put Caminero there? What do you do? So ground this over to first base, but moves Doyle up to third. It's really, kind of like the Riches in the sense. You have so much, what do you do with it? So we'll have to adjust here and there with the lineup. I guarantee that. That's Caminero. This one hit deep to right field, carrying back. And it is caught by Jordan Beck, but that will be enough for Brenton Doyle to get run number 3 on the board. And obviously Jordan Beck's used to playing out there in right field, so he knows how to play it perfectly, but great job of Caminero knocking him in. We'll take the lead, 3-1 as we head to the top half of the fourth. Cole Reagan's got some good stuff here today. Just the one mistake so far to Buxton. 0-2. See you later, strike 3 on 98. Second time McLean's gone down, 6 Ks here for Reagan's in his debut. Now it's Encarnacion. Swing and a miss for strike 3 on him. 2 away here in this fourth. Back-to-back Ks. And here is Buxton back to the plate. The only guy that's got anything for Cincinnati in this game so far. He'll take that for a strike. Good numbers, though, against Reagan. 6 for 15 now with that homer. 0-1. Foul away that circle change. All right, can we strike out the side here in the fourth? Put away Buxton. 0-2. Certainly can. Well out in front of that circle change. Strike 3. He is on today. Great debut so far. Go to the bottom half of the fourth, and Tovar will lead us off. That's going to get down the line. That's going to be extra bases here to lead off this fourth inning. You got, like I said, you got Tovar, Toglia. In the order of the lineup, these guys have been fantastic. They've been all-stars. And you got Stefan Rivera hitting ninth, who is a big-time player, could be after his first season, and he crushes this one out of here. First of the season for him, 2-run shot, 5-1 lead. He could be in store for a big season. This is a guy that can easily hit 30 home runs, and you have him batting 9th. I mean, are we the new Murderers Row? Is this like the Yankee teams of the past? As Ellie De La Cruz will get his first as a Rocky. That one's out of here. Back-to-back homers. It's funny how you kind of have a revenge game right to start off on opening day. And he's got a double, he's got a homer, and we got a nice lead here so far today. This team could be absolutely dominant. The expectations are so high right now, I just don't want to be disappointed, kind of like last year. As Reagan's still dominating, we get into the 6th. 1-2 to Logan O'Hoppe. See you later for strike 3. Not sure what you're looking at there, dude. Yeah, I don't know. That fastball's kind of right there. 10 Ks in his debut. Can we make it 11 here against Alvarado? He has a 2-1 count. He's out in front of that one. So out in front, maybe low and away, or we go cutter inside. Exactly right for strike 3. Strikeout number 11. This could be his final inning today, and it's against Jordan Beck, who has not had a great debut for Cincinnati. 0-2. And Beck ground ball. Ellie's got it, up with it, out number 3, and a fantastic opening start for Cole Reagans. 11 Ks, 6 innings. We'll let the bullpen do the rest here today. As Ezekiel Tovar, he'll add a home run himself. And that's what we have a chance to do as well. Break maybe records for home runs, because this entire lineup from 1 to 9 can hit anywhere from 25 to 40 plus home runs. It's literally no joke. As Tolia rips this one. You're not going to hit many out of there over there, but still, that is a deep part of the ballpark. But Tolia rips this one. That is going to be a double. So he gets on. And now Heston Kjerstad will have a double to the other side. Tolia score. It is 7-1. Make it 8-1, actually. My bad. 8-1. So 8-1 here in the 6th. And here comes Ellie again. Home run, double. Looking for more. And he's going to get more. Fastball over the middle, not missed. That almost looks exactly like the home run he hit earlier. About the same area. Home run number 2 of the game. And we just continue to add to it. It is 10-1 here today. What a debut for big-time free agent acquisition in Reagans and Ellie De La Cruz, the trade acquisition. As I guess we're not done. The hitting barrage continues here on opening day. As Brenton Doyle rips this one to the gap. He'll stay there at second base. Man, what a 6th inning this has been. Wow. Can we possibly knock in Doyle? As Carter Field has got nothing in this game. The one guy, I believe it's him and Adley Rutschman, that just have gotten absolutely nothing happening in this game here today. Everybody else in the lineup, it's been a party. Jams them. Will that fall in there? It will not, so it'll be caught there. So Carter Field still not having any luck today here on opening day, but I suspect he'll have a big season still. As long as he stays healthy, which kind of cost him last year. Over to first, makes the play. So, won't score there with Doyle, but still, we put up a big inning, 10-1. Let's just bring Shane Dunham into this game. Actually, I'm fine. As long as he doesn't get hammered here, I'm fine letting him work all the way through. Could be a 3-inning save. 1-2 to Buxton. He'll ground ball over to Tovar. We've moved Tovar over to third base. He overthrows him there. So, with Ellie's trade, obviously, we had to switch things up. I guess I didn't really get into that. He's going to be at shortstop. We moved Tovar to third and moved Caminero to second base. Everybody should be fine there. I know Tovar just had the error there, and I know Tovar's a Gold Glover, obviously. But with the infield, with that, I think we're good to go. As Tovar is going to add another one. Man, that's absolutely crushed. Second home run for Tovar here today. I guess he a little mad at himself for the error there. So why not just crush another one out of here? 453 feet. We got another one on the board. A dominant opening day here today. And Tolia crushes that one, man. Hit well. That's going to get off the wall. Another extra base hit. I mean, we're just killing the ball here today. We're all angry after last season. That's what it is. Got to prove a point this year. And Rivera pops this one up. Don't think that's going to have enough carry, but it is continue to carry it back there at the wall caught. That carried more than I thought. I thought that was going to be just a lazy fly ball, but it is not. But we're here in the ninth. Reds did add another one. 1-2 pitch. Hit the center field. Doyle is over, and that will do it. An 11-2 dominant opening day victory here to start off season number 5. We saw the dominance of Reagan. We saw the dominance of Ellie De La Cruz. Man, what is a full season of this team going to look like? Like I said, health is going to be anything. If we just stay healthy. You know, we have depth. There's no doubt about that. But if we stay healthy, who is beating us? This lineup, I mean, look at that lineup. I mean, we had 15 hits, 11 runs, and we got nothing from Carter Field, an MVP, and Adley Rutschman. We got nothing from those guys today. So it's just going to be one of those lineups where you have bad game. You might, have some bad games, but you might have some guys that are a little off, but it's so deep that it doesn't matter. Like, other guys will be able to step up. So we built this team. We're ready to go. Opening day victory. But that is where we'll stop this one here. Like I said, we'll move through this season a little bit quicker. Probably go a couple months at a time, get into some key games. But I can't wait to see where this team goes. Looks fantastic. But that will do it for this one today. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. And I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.